playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Here's Brady to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this. One for about 4 up to the 40.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman, and that's caught inside the 35. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, That was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped up a few long jaunts as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A toss left, Henry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 9. It's a big run that time by Henry. 45 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A 3-yard loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. But also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brady's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Green to bring it back. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's the end of the
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So he needed one. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of
nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
brings up 2nd.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
So, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A toss right to Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Brady. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 31, Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Matt Ryan has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a big run there by Henry. 61 yards that time on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Henry on the carry.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And his kick is good. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to O.J. Howard.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A 3-yard pickup.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because of the amount of people that get out in front of the runner. Offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Number 42, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To the 49-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
1st down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They begin with Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Sliding out of the pocket. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And down right around the 37. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Stepping, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
The kickoff for Carolina.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
He was taken down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Brady's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Gain of a yard.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Someone in, someone in. Alert flare, flare, flare. Chance.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear the third? Down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
On 1st down, Henry. Able to fight through one tackle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for number 42. Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.